sure God power. Get everything you ever wanted and live the life of your dreams. The Master's Course. Copyright 2010 by Richard Lee McKim, Jr. All rights reserved. Let the quest for knowing begin. The newcomers. The wise old man would sit at the train station and greet the newcomers who would get off the train. They always asked him about his little town. They would say, "What is this town like?" He would always ask in return, "What is it like where you come from?" They would say that it was mean and nasty. Nobody ever waved and no one cared about anyone else. That is why they're moving to this new town. He would smile and then reply, "Well, that's exactly what you will find here. You will find it's just the same everywhere." Every now and again, he would get a different answer to his question. Sometimes they would respond in a very positive way. "It's wonderful where we come from. Everybody smiles and tries to help each other. It was a wonderful town. We sure hated to leave it." "Well," he would say, "it's your lucky day. This town is just the same as you described your town to be. Everyone is nice and wants to help each other. It is a wonderful place to live." Okay, let's look at these illustrations. Let's see what's really going on here. Okay, and the first one, where they were kind of being negative about where they came from, we see the guy with the red tuning fork in his mind. That means he's thinking negative thoughts. He's radiating negative thoughts. And as a result, what's happening? Right, he's eliciting negative outcomes. So you see, as he noticed his old town, he noticed all the bad things. Why? Because that's what he was eliciting to his attention. That's what he was eliciting into his experience. So people were mean and nasty. They wouldn't smile. They didn't wave and all that. Sure enough, because that's what he saw. Now, was there other people there that were nice and friendly and all that? Absolutely. There always is. But he didn't see it. He wasn't eliciting it. He was seeing all the negative things where he came from. So, the wise old man said, "Well, that's exactly what you will find here." He said, "You will find it's the same everywhere." Because you see, the wise old man knew that whatever he was noticing, whatever he was eliciting in his old town, he would notice and elicit in this town. In fact, it would be the same no matter where he went. Because wherever he went, as long as he was thinking the same thing that he's thinking right now, that he was thinking when he was living in his old town, he's going to always see and elicit the same thing in any town. Okay, now let's look at the other illustration. Now this guy that was really positive, he said it was a great town where he came from. People were wonderful. He's got a big green tuning fork. And of course we know that that indicates positive thoughts in our illustration. So he's thinking wonderful things. He's seeing the wonderful things. Why? Because that's what he's eliciting. That's what he's noticing. That's what he's resonating with. Something nice is going on, something wonderful. He notices it because it's resonating with him. He can see it, and not only is he seeing it, but he's eliciting it. People are being friendly to him. Why? Because he's eliciting that from them. Remember the party of dice? Whatever you're about, you elicit from another. That's what's going on here. They're friendly, nice people. They see the friendly, niceness in other people. It's just that simple. The wise old man tells this guy, "It's your lucky day. This town is just the same as you described your town to be." Because you see, the old man knew that if this is what his viewpoint was, if this is how he saw his old town, he would see this town the same way because his thoughts would resonate, and he would notice this, he would elicit it from this town as well. Okay, let's continue. The wise old man knew that it was the resonant quality of the newcomers that created their experiences. Whatever their state of mind was, and whatever they expected to see and find, is just what they would find. It didn't matter what town they would go to, it would always be the same as the town they had left. Whatever they were about themselves would elicit the same from the people they came in contact with, and they would eventually find their own kind. Resonance has a way of sorting things out and getting the people who belong together to meet and get together. That is the natural and perfect function of resonance, the universal matchmaker.
To continue, go to How to Use Your God Power, chapter number 5, segment number 30. Let your quest for knowing continue.